Hey, parents, join me today where we are going to talk about a crucial life skill we often overlook in our children's education, and that is understanding real life expenses. Now, let me start off by saying nothing, and I mean nothing, is too complex for our little ones because their brains are literally like sponges. But I'm going to share some creative and fun ways that you can introduce them to the concept of real life expenses and how you can make it a really fun and valuable learning experience.
Hi, parents. I'm Holly Reid, the creator of the masterplaybook.com, and you are in the right place if you want to raise money smart kids and give them a solid financial foundation. Make sure you hit that red subscribe button and click that notification bell.
Time and time again, I hear from parents where they complain and they say, Holly, my kids just don't get it. They don't understand how much the things that they are asking me for, the games, the clothes, the adventures, the travel, all the things, and how much it costs. And so, in order to solve for that, there are some things that we as parents, that we as their guardians, as we as their first financial advisor can help them understand. And it starts by making money lessons fun. We have to incorporate play, it can't be a simple lecture. And so, one of the first things that I encourage parents to do is to start exposing our kids to real life experiences by playing games or real life expenses by playing games, right? Games like Monopoly, games like Cash Flow. There are so many fun games that we can just do as part of family time, but there are also some quick and easy things that we can incorporate into our day to day activity. So let's first start with a simple activity that you can do with your kids, right? And I always start with one of the basically our number one expense in most households, which is food, right? Grocery store. We all have to go to the grocery store at some point in time. And so, why not set up a mini grocery store at home? Right? You can create play money. You can go grab Monopoly money. You can go buy fake money from the Dollar Tree or the dollar store, but assign every item in your home grocery store a price, right? What is the cost of the cereal? What is the cost of the granola bar? What is the cost of the bottled water? And these are all things that are going to be in your own home pantry. And you want to make sure that your child is acting as the shopper and you want to give them a budget. Right? So, say it can be a budget of $20, it can be a budget of $50, just depending on their age. And the goal is to challenge them to pick items from your home grocery store that's going to fall within their budget, and you want to task them to think about and keep an eye on what they really need versus what are the things that they really want, right? And so the needs may be the frozen broccoli, or the needs might be the apple, versus the wants may be the candy or the gummy bears, or the sweet treats that may have a lower nutritional value. So, this is just one great way to teach your kids how to make choices when they have a set amount of money. And it can quickly help them realize that those impulse purchases can add up really fast. And so, one way to make sure that they receive that lesson is to make sure that the candy, that the sweets, that the things with less nutritional value cost more than the things that they need every day to have a healthy or a balanced diet. By playing this one game with your child, this is also a great opportunity to explain to them that they can't always have everything they want, right? That's real life. And sometimes we need to make choices based off of a budget, based off of the $20 or the $50 that they started with. Another way you can introduce the cost of everyday expenses into your child's life is to pick an activity, pick a hobby, pick a sport, something that they are actively involved in. Whether your child is involved in gymnastics, they're playing on the basketball team or the football team this season, but allow them to make a list of all the expenses that they think are required in order for them to participate in the sport. And this is where you can really help them, right? Give them an opportunity to make a list, review the list, and say, is this it? Like, challenge them to think through all the finer details, ask them questions, and then help them make the list as comprehensive as possible. So that could include registration fees, that could include sporting equipment, that could include their uniforms, that could include the snacks that they have before or after the game. That can include transportation to and from the game. That can include the entry fee that the family has to pay, that other family members have to pay in order to come see them, but allow them to see all the money that goes into them participating in certain activities, and this will give them a sense of, everything that they do, most everything that they do, cost money, and how much it can really add up to be. And listen, the goal here isn't to stress them out about money. The goal isn't to make them feel guilty or feel like them participating in an activity is a burden. But in actuality, we really want to equip them with the skills, with the mindset, with the critical thinking that they will need as they grow older and mature to make informed choices and decisions as an adult, right? We want to start small as parents. We want to make sure that we are being patient, but ultimately, we are here to watch our kids grow into financially responsible adults. And so I want to hear from you. What are some ways that you allow your kids to learn the lesson about real life expenses and how much things really cost in the world? Let me know in the comments. And until next time, have a great time making money lessons fun. And join me for another episode of how we can all play a role and play our part in raising financially smart and money savvy kids.